Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Darkest Dungeon. This is a very interesting point of the game, so we're going to spend a little bit of time setting up for the next mission before we're actually starting it. So, we just completed another mission, and it unlocked two very important buildings, the Guild and the Blacksmith. Now, the Guild is where you can upgrade your character's skills. And you can see I've been taking great care not to spend any of these portraits, because we need a whopping 7 of them just to be able to upgrade our skills to rank 2. It's going to take another 11 of these portraits to be able to get skills upgraded to rank 3. What I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to purchase this upgrade, spend a few more precious paintings to make it so that it's a little bit cheaper to purchase skill upgrades, because the money does sort of add up after a while, and I figure it's worth it to maybe unlock the stuff a little bit more slowly, but to have to spend less money upgrading skills. I'm unfortunately one portrait off from being able to get this next level. Well, it's too bad. Now, the Blacksmith is where we can upgrade our heroes' weapons and armor. And you can see here, earlier I said I didn't want to spend any of my papers, or my deeds, I always call them papers, upgrading the stagecoach. And here, even though I've been saving all my papers the entire time, I still cannot get both weaponsmithing and armor smithing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to increase the armor over the weapons. I'm going to get the weapons as soon as I can, but I figure the armor is a little bit more important simply because when you upgrade your character's armor, it gives them more dodge and more health, and being able to dodge the monster's attacks I feel like is more valuable than being able to do a little bit more damage. I'm not going to spend any my papers upgrading the furnace, simply because I really want to get the weapons first. That's my top priority. Okay, so now we go to the stagecoach, see what heroes came in this week, and it's crap. The leper is just the most terrible class ever, but it's what we get, so we're going to add him to the roster. And now we're going to go ahead and have what I like to call a sacrificial mission. So here we're going to just have a crappy mission that I'm probably going to quit midway through, and I'm going to throw away some of these characters. I don't care how stressed out they get, I don't even care if they die. We just want to pass some time and let my actual heroes heal some of their stress. In general, you'll eventually want like 2 teams that are kind of the same, so you can swap them in and out. And eventually, once your heroes get to level 3, they can't do the easy missions anymore, so you need like a good team at lower levels to be able to succeed at the lower level missions if you want to take those on. So, eventually, hopefully I'm going to have 2 teams that are sort of the same. Right now I just have a Witch Doctor, and then none of the other things. The Crusader is really great. I'd love to get another one of those. I'd love to get another Vestal, or Priest as I like to call them. And then there's also a sort of Barbarian type of class that would be great to have, and a Bounty Hunter class which would be great to have. But unfortunately, we've got the Occultist and 2 Lepers, which just blows absolute chunks. Anyway, that's it for now. We need to just make sure we can heal up some stress. So what I'm going to do here is go to the Abbey. The reason I'm going here is because the Abbey is upgraded with busts, and we're going to get busts from doing adventures in the ruins. So that's why I want to spend those, rather than these guys, which I need for upgrading the Blacksmith and the Guild Hall. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and think, do I want to upgrade the Praying or the Penance? The Penance Hall, remember, heals the most stress, but it also costs the most to go in there. Do I have anyone who needs a particular thing? In town will only gamble. Well, shit. So we're gonna have to send him gambling. He can't gamble, and he will only pray. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and do the Transept then to be able to heal up praying Renauld here. So let's do that. Let's make it cheaper. And I'd love to do this to get 2 slots in there, but I'm unfortunately 1 crest off from that. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so since Renauld will only pray, we're going to send him there. And since Gurney just needs to heal up as much stress as possible, we'll send her here. Let's actually upgrade that a little bit as well, so that the stress recovery is increased. Okay, we need to now heal up these guys. We'll send them to the tavern. He will only gamble, and we're gonna. He's not that stressed out. I think drinking should be good enough for him. All right, so they're all getting their stress reduced. Now we're gonna take our sacrificial mission into the ruins. Okay, this guy I think wants to. I actually don't know very much about this character because I don't play with him. Looks like. Oh, this is terrible. So he can stun, but from the front line, and deal damage from the back line. Ugh, it's really, really bad. Okay, and then the lepers are just bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a mission. We don't want to do a medium mission, that's for damn sure. We can go into the Weald, actually, which would give some papers, which we like. The difficulty is about the same from the Ruins and from the Weald, but I'm not going to complete this mission most likely, so we're just going to go here. Stick with what we know for now, and provision up. Okay, so we're gonna only buy 4 food because I'm not planning to actually finish this mission. 4 torches should be more than enough. Then we'll get some holy. We'll get all the stuff just in case I come across ways of using it. And off we go into the ruins. I really hope that the Witch Doctor doesn't take too much stress damage, because I am planning to use him later on. But the lepers and the occultist, I couldn't give less than half of a shit about. So those guys can just suck it up. Alright, we gotta finish all the rune battles. I mean, there's a chance I can beat this, if I'm very lucky. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. Okay, get some money. This will also show the mechanic we haven't shown before, which is of quitting missions midway through. Of course, he gets stressed out. Wow, he got really stressed out by that. That's quite unfortunate. Alright, no combat here. Alright, hoping just to find lots of money and stuff along the way. Unfortunately, I don't. Another trap. Luckily, he got hit, not the guy I actually care about. And here we're going to have a fight. Oh boy. So luckily the monsters are surprised. That's really, really good. Him, well, the only thing I can really do is this abyssal artillery. So let's shoot these guys in the back. Wow, that's such a terrible skill. It, like, deals damage and then that's it. Okay, great. My guy's actually good. Let's, he has blinding ass, which is a good ability, so I'm going to try to stun these things. I crit, which is nice for some stress relief. And I think this guy actually resisted the stun, but this guy got stunned, which is good. Now I got our lepers. He can self-heal, he can knock things back, he can chop. Knock back 1. Well, alright, we're going to go ahead and knock this guy back so that the Acolyte comes up front. Maybe then the Acolyte won't be as likely to use the stress ability. But we dodge, that's great. He has a terrible buff that gives yourself more damage but less accuracy. That's terrible. And everything's terrible, so let's try to do that again, I guess. He resists the pushback, unfortunately. Right, now I might actually do okay in this battle because of that surprise early on. That basically gives me an extra round of attacks. Do you want to try to plague grenade these things? No, let's incise this one and see if I can kill him. Oh my god, the dodging. Alright, so now they actually start to go. My leper is bleeding. Eldritch Pole, that could really fuck me up. Oh no, please resist it. It doesn't resist it. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Well, we never expected this to go well. Let's see, he can now do this thing, which is just a stun ability. Okay, well, let's try to stun the Bone Defender, because this thing might actually just die. And he's stunned. Okay, that's nice. Leper can't do anything from that position, so he just has to waste his turn moving. And now I'm gonna try to actually chop this guy to death. Oh my god! I guess I could have invested some money upgrading their weapons, but I didn't want to because it was a sacrificial mission anyway. Maybe it would have been worth it to do that. The amount of dodging taking place here is just ungodly bad. And he gets to shoot, unfortunately, before I could stun him. Luckily, it didn't hit for too hard. So let's do this again. Let's blinding gas the back rank. Hopefully stun them both. That's what makes the Witch Doctor so good, by the way, is he has a stun that affects 2 creatures at once. It's very, very strong. This guy can't use any attack abilities on the front too. Great. So we'll just shoot them both in the back. Can the lepers actually hit somebody? That would be real great. I'd love for that to happen. Yeah, let's push him back maybe. Hang on, this is minus 40 damage now. Let's just try to kill him. Finally, for Christ's sakes. Okay. So this other leper goes, and I will try to push the defender back because that'll put the acolyte up to the front. Can he get pushed back? Nope, he resists. Now he's going to stun my guy and push him back. Unless I resist, and I do. That's very, very good. Okay. He's bleeding a lot. Oh, fine, I'll use a bandage. Oh no, that guy's bleeding. This guy's not bleeding. Alright, anyway, we might be able to kill off the Acolyte. So I'll just try to chop her. Wow, that's good. So some stress relief, not for the character I care about, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna try to finish off the Arbalist. Dink-a-bink. Alright, so now we'll do, this guy can't do anything else, we'll do some weird reconstruction. It basically causes the character to bleed, but it heals them from 0 to 10. So as long as you get above a 3, you break even. Who's hurt the most? He's missing 9, he's missing 10. Well, let's go ahead and put it on him because he needs the most. He bleeds and heals for 2. Okay, so that's just not gonna matter unless I put bandages on him. Alright, he gets stunned and shoved back. My guy bleeds, and he can't actually do anything from there, so he's gonna switch places. Let's try it again, because it worked so well the first time. Ah, I resist the bleed and heal for 7. Wonderful. He's stunned. Okay, only one skill available. It gets dodged. Do I have anything I could do that would really be... Nope, alright, well, I'll just smack him. Nice. Okay. So the stress relief is pretty good there from all those kills. We get some stuff, which will be nice to take back. And now we have a sarcophagus. Oh my god, I can't remember if herbs work on a sarcophagus or if holy water works. Let's try the herbs. Nothing? Okay. Well, I'm not going to waste my holy water. Let's just open this thing up. Alright, so some busts and some money. Not very much, though, considering we had to fight a battle. So the scouting is really good because it'll tell me if there's a combat here. And unfortunately there is. So I'm going to go there. And the reason I'm going to go there is that there's 2 treasures along the way. Unfortunately, the sarcophagus would have taken the herbs that I just wasted. So we'll just, or not the sarcophagus, the Iron Maiden. Luckily this one didn't have anything bad in it, just some money. And the urn, we'll use our holy water to get some treasures. Ooh, that was a lot of treasure. Perfect. Okay, so now it gets dark. But where did the food come from? I didn't buy 8 food. Did I find food? I must have found food. Okay. So here's a treasure room. We'll have another fight here. Oh, we got this dude. Of course he starts with that. They always start with the tempting goblet. Okay, so let's blinding gas these guys so that they don't do stressful stuff against me, and they both get stunned. Perfect. Now, here... do I push something back, dealing less damage to get the Acolyte to come up front? It's not really worth it. I could just probably kill them, so we'll just go for the Soldier. He has less dodge, so he's less likely to dodge my crappy accuracy. Ugh, lives with 1 health. That's unfortunate. Okay, Abyssal Artillery or a healing. Honestly, I don't care about damaging these guys. They're gonna stay stunned, so we'll just heal up one of these lepers. Okay, so it makes up for it. I gain a total of 3 health there. My leper gets rent. I think lepers wouldn't bleed that much. But anyway. So let's just chop that soldier to death. That's fine. Stressful incantation. Oh, on the one guy I don't want getting stressed. Oh crap. Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna die. That's what you're gonna do. So here I'm going to now try to push this Acolyte back so the courtier gets close to the front. Okay, the courtier will get closer to the front because I crit. Awesome. I'm going to get rent again for the old gods. Is this guy bleeding twice? He actually is. Might be worth it to use a bandage. This doctor does not have the healing skill, but the courtier is close enough to the front now that we can start to try to kill him. And by kill him, I mean miss. Okay, let's chop him. No. Not gonna happen. And okay, I could give this thing minus 10 dodge, or I can heal. Might as well heal. He resists the bleeding and heals for 9. That's actually not a bad healing skill in some cases. Tempting Goblet. Well, don't care if he gets stressed out. That makes no difference to me. Leper is just bleeding out of every single orifice in his body. Vulnerability hacks. Well, let's keep on casting that heal, I suppose. I resisted the bleeding, which is good. Can we hit this guy? No, we're not going to hit him. Why would we hit him with our skills? Okay, let's use up that bandage. Chop. There we go. Just enough to kill him. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Solemnity to heal up, because this guy's under control. I think it's okay to let this other guy kill him. Do I need to use a heal? I might as well heal up my front guy. Doing a pretty good job resisting the bleeding, at least. He does not have the self-healing, unfortunately, so he will go to town on the Brawler. And yeah, the guy is under control, so I'm just going to heal myself some more. And I'll see if we can chop him to death. We can. Okay. Perfect. Get a lot of loot. Wow, I might actually be able to beat this mission. I don't know. This thing is a fine non-trapped chest, so let's open it up. 4 busts. Not the most exciting thing, but it'll do. What I'm going to do is just a little bit of backtracking. Oh, books. Ugh, freaking books. Well, books never have any, like, treasure. You can, however, sometimes get a positive effect. He's a mediator. I don't even know what that is. Improved status reduction while meditating and while camping. Wait, is that even... Meditator, not a mediator. Oh, reading. Okay, I wonder if dyslexic is one of the abilities in this game. So now we backtrack to get a battle, which means that the light's gonna get low. Now I kind of wish I'd actually brought more torches. I'm lucky I apparently found some food. I don't remember buying 8 food. There's a big combat in that room. Usually this sign indicates big combat, and this is nice that we brought a shovel to clear away the rubble. More heirlooms, come on, give me some papers. Oh, busts. Alright, busts suck because I'm already going to be getting busts. Oops. I should have brought more torches. Now that I'm actually making it through this mission, I might regret not having more light. Alright, my guy gets shot. Thankfully it's not a crit. And blinding gas is a great skill. I'm going to buy it for the other witch doctor. They dodge it. Well, they could have both gotten stunned. They just happened not to. I'm going to intimidate this bone soldier. Actually, wait, why don't I just chop this one? I have a decent chance of killing it. They have these lepers. The big problem with the lepers is that they have low accuracy, and that's just really, really annoying because you, as you can see, miss a lot of attacks. If I had connected, I could have actually killed that guy. Alright, sure. You know, the damage he would deal to those guys is so insignificant, he's better off just freaking healing himself. He resists his own bleeding, that's great. Can we please connect? Thank you. Alright, so now this guy can only do bayonet jabs. Once I kill this dude, they'll both scoot up, and that'll be nice. This guy is not... Oh, that's my girlfriend's phone ringing. Don't mind those noises. Let's go ahead and heal myself a little more. Oh, he got a 0 on his healing roll. Awesome. Alright, we gotta get a good chop. Oh, such a jouncy, flouncy ringer my girlfriend has. Alright, now this battle is actually not too complicated. I will chop, and this guy maybe can start using... Oh, this guy is the one with the healing, the self-healing. This guy doesn't have self-healing. Oh, great. Well, so the one who needs healing is the one that doesn't have the self-healing skill. So we'll use my occultist. Okay, that wasn't worth it. That just cost him some health. Alright, well... Self-heal. This guy's under control. Might as well get as much health as I can. He's undead, so he doesn't bleed. Meanwhile, this leper up front, I don't really care if he dies. I actually will risk his life and continue. Yeah, I'm gonna continue the mission, even if he dies. Maybe because if I can just luckily beat one of the rooms, I'll be in good decent shape. Another 0 is rolled in my 0 to 10 roll. I need a bandage. Sorry, don't have those. Chonk. Okay, he might die, but we're picking up a lot. Oh, wow, that was actually all the fighting? Fascinating. So there's more battles here in the hallway. I could go down this way. God, somebody's calling my girlfriend. Be right back. I need to deliver my girlfriend a phone. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I could get these 2 treasures in the hallway, but honestly, the fight is probably not going to be worthwhile. So I'm just going to leave the dungeon. Alright, that was interesting. I expected this to be a sacrificial mission, but the combats weren't so hard as to force me to die, so that was nice. I got to use my crappy characters and get a pretty good reward. This should pay for everybody's stress treatments in the people I care about. My crappy people even level up a little bit. He's a Wheeled Explorer. It's actually a very good ability when you're in the right place. This is a bad ability. Losing accuracy. Actually, this is really crappy. Well, losing accuracy is never a good thing. You can eventually heal up people's quirks. The negative ones anyway, but right now that's just open up as an option. Well, we'll talk about that in the next video. Take care, everybody. That's it for now. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.